Hi, this is your Booktok representative saying that you should rate books however you feel like you should rate them. If you want to give 105 stars to a bunch of books that don't deserve 5 stars, you are more than welcome to. That is your right to give all those 100 books 5 stars. If you want to give 4 stars, if you want to give three, two, one, does not matter what rating you want to give. Your rating is valid. Not all of us have to like the same books. I don't have to like the same characters. I don't have to like the same books. I just have to be like, look, I didn't enjoy this. You enjoyed it. Okay, glad we can still have a good time as friends. Cause some people be taking these ratings too seriously. It's like, look, I didn't enjoy your favorite book, but that's okay. Somebody else will enjoy your book. I'm gonna have my own opinions about characters, about world building, about magic systems, about just every little aspect of every book. I'm gonna have a different opinion than everybody else. I end up liking trashy books, and sometimes I end up liking books that are just genuinely good. But that's okay. Sometimes I read a popular book and I'm like, look, I wasn't necessarily vibing. This is literally maybe a 3 for me, but I know some other girlie is out there like 5 stars. And you know what? Her review is just as valid as my review is. I've rated, I think, like maybe 2 books in my whole lifetime, like 1 and 2 stars. But that's just because they were really poorly written. Like, they needed a little bit more time. They needed a little bit more seasoning. They needed to be left in the fridge just to soak up all them juices, and like the author needed to do their part and rewrite the book. But instead, they didn't do that part. They didn't do it, so then the book fell flat. It's very hard for me to rate a book below 3 stars. But like ever since that girl said like you can't rate a book below 3 stars, I'm like, it's very hard for me to rate something below 3 stars. Not because I feel bad, but because like you really gotta not do a lot of things in a story for me to be like 1 star, 2 stars. I mean, like it was there was at one point where I rated a book 5 stars, and then I looked back at it like one book last year, and I'm like, that's like a 4, like a 4.5. And you're more than welcome to change your reviews too. There's another book that I read, and I was like, that's really popular. And like I read it when the hype was happening, and I was like 5 out of 5. But then like thinking back, I'm like 4.5. Yeah, 4.5. There are a lot of books that I've gone back and thought about, and I'm like, I think I rated that a little too low, and then I'll change the rating. You're more than welcome to change your mind. Once you like completely have let it like simmer in your brain what the book was about, and like your initial review can be one rating, but then you can end up being like, it wasn't that bad, and you can rate it higher. Or sometimes you could be like, it was that bad, and you can rate it lower. But nobody should tell you how to rate your reviews, to be honest.